Hello, I am Shubham, and in today's video, I will be introducing the Japanese roadmap that I will be following. Just for premise, Japanese language proficiency test is divided into 5 levels, with N5 being the basic and N1 being the highest level. To land a job in Japan, you need to have N3 proficiency, which it actually can work with N5 or N4 too, but the N3 proficiency can drastically increases your chance. What N5, N4, N3, N2, N1 equates to are N5 is basic Japanese, N4 being intermediate, N3 conversational, N2 business, and N1 native fluency. So unlike my previous two roadmaps, this roadmap is of 17 months, but instead of dividing it into a monthly task or on a monthly basis, I have divided into sets of 10, which I will be following. So the goal of this roadmap is to achieve JLPT N3 proficiency by December 2026, that is after 17 months. Duration is 17 months, which I have divided into 10 sets, with each set equating to 7 weeks each. Daily commitment is 1 to 2 hours for 5 to 6 days per week. But these 1 to 2 hours need not be continuous. It I can split it into a short duration of 10 minutes throughout my whole day. The key components that I need to focus on are vocabulary, kanji, grammar, reading, listening, etc. So the resources I will be using for my NC journey are: in textbook it will be Genki 1 and Genki 2, which will cover my N3 and N4 topics; Mina no Nihongo 1 and 2, which will cover my N4 proficiency and N3; and Tobira, which is for N3 and beyond. The apps I will be using are Anki, which is for space repetitions, and LinkU, which is a library for reading and listening. And for online practice, I can use Wanikani, which is essentially for learning kanji mnemonics, and NHK Easy Japanese. It actually gives us Japanese news in small videos, uh, or in newspaper like format. So it is also good for practice. And iTalki or Hello Talk, which we can use for language exchange, where we can find some partner and we can exchange the language proficiency with them. So the start is, we first have to build our foundation. So set 1, set 2 and set 3 will be focusing on that, and it will be completed by mid December 2025. So in set 1, we will build our foundation, where we will be mastering all the kanas, hiragana and katakana, which are like Japanese alphabets. In the first set, we need to master 150 N5 vocabs and 25 kanjis. Basic grammar we need to know, and daily 15 minutes we have to give to NHK listening. And by the end of set 1, we should be able to introduce ourselves to others for at least 10 minutes. Set 2 will also be focusing on N5, but uh, intermediate or above level N5, where we need to focus on 350 N5 vocabs, 75 kanjis, where we need to focus on particles like ni, de, and to, and present tense like masu, and adjectives. Here, from set 2, we will increase our listening time from 10 minutes to 20 minutes. 10 minutes of simple reading we need to do every day, and the milestone of N2 will be to form the basic sentences in we should be able to form the basic sentences. And set 3 will be introduced from November, and it will expand up to mid December 2025, where we need to focus on 605 vocabs. No, these vocabs that I'm saying 600, it is including the previous 350 and 150 I have learned till in set 1 and set 2. So the new vocab that will be introduced to me in set 3 will be 250 only. So 605 vocabs, 125 kanjis, past tense, 10 te form, counters, and N4 introduction will come here. So 15 minutes of daily reading. These we are reducing because instead of focusing on N5 only, we are also focusing on N4, which is a little bit complex. So N5 and N4 including 15 minutes of daily reading and 15 minutes of speaking. And in January, JLPT conducts its exam. So we might be trying to clear our first N5 certification in this period. Now, now from mid-December to January 2026, we will be focusing on N4 only. So the goal will be to learn 900 N4 vocabs. These are excluding the vocabs that we have studied for N4 for N5. That is 900 new vocabs we will be learning, 200 kanjis, and we will be mastering N4 grammar. Task will be 40 vocabs per week, 10 to 15 kanji per week, and 20-minute listening. We can use anime or other references. I don't watch anime, so most probably I will be listening to podcast. And 15-minute reading, NHK Easy News will be my medium. Milestone is to pass N4 practice test. This won't be the actual test, but the practice test that I will be conducting for my own by the end of January 2026, not from December. And set 5 will introduce N3, which will start from Feb and will expand up to mid March 2026. Here, the goal is to learn 1500 N4 vocab, including 900 which we have already done at set 4, 275 kanjis, and we will be beginning N3 grammar. So the task will be 50 vocabs per week, 10 to 15 kanji per week, and 20 minutes of reading N4 as well as N3 articles. And milestone is to use N4 grammar confidently by the end of set 5. From set 6, we will be focusing only on N3, mainly on N3 concepts, where N3 vocab and N3 kanji will be focusing on set 6. Our goal will be to learn 200 total vocabs and 350 total kanjis, and we will also be deepening our knowledge on N3 grammar. And set 7 will focus on reading and grammar portion, and set 8 will focus on listening and speaking portion. By the end of set 8, which our goal is to master 300 vocabs, 500 kanjis, and we should be able to listen fluently. Although not, we should be able to understand what Japanese, what in podcast it is being said. And the final preparation will start from set 9, which will be comprehensive review, where we will be focusing on daily tests, finalizing our strategies for N3 exams, etc. And N3 we will focus totally on mock test and nothing else. And N3 will end by December 2026. And if, according to my research, if I am able to complete all this, if I am able to follow this roadmap, then in January 2026 exam, I should be able to pass N3 JLPT N3 exam by 90% marks. That's it for my JLPT roadmap. This slide slideshow I will attach it in my description. I have already started my DSA and system design preparation, and the materials that I am using and the question that I am solving, I might introduce it in my next videos. For then, for that, I am till then I am till then I will see you later. I am Shubham Mishra signing off.